Hello, hello, hello. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Como está, capo? Welcome to the Jewpino Show. Today is St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, 2026. Woohoo! Yay, Ireland! Go Irish! Woohoo! Let's go fighting Irish. Don't fight with the Irish. Be nice. All right, see, this is my Irish flag that I got on Purim. Purim, the Purim party, Purim in Ireland. Because, as you all know, I'm an Irish Jew, and my favorite thing to do on St. Patrick's Day is have a shot of Jameson or drink a green beer. But since I'm staying home because I don't want to drink and drive, and the second thing we all, as Irish Jews, always do is we eat green bagels with lox and cream cheese. And today is our green bagel day. Yay! It's very delicious. What they call in Filipino on the Jewpino side is masarap. It's very delicious. So this is what we call a bagel, a green bagel for St. Patrick's Day. And on the inside, like we always do every year, is I have lox and cream cheese. Now, if you don't know what lox is smoked salmon. Right? It's they take salmon that they catch from the ocean, and it's a very Jewish dish. But when you're Irish Jewish, you eat lox and bagels. And the other thing we like to have on St. Patrick's Day, as Irish Jews, is have your bottle of shot of Jameson. So I'm going to have that in a minute, but I don't want to drink on an empty stomach. So I'm going to have a bite of my bagel and cream cheese. And oh, I took a too big of a bite. But I'd like to give a shout out. Wait, I shouldn't be talking with my mouth full. Finish chewing first because I don't like to show people eating. I think it's kind of rude, but for the show, we'll do anything. But so I'd like to give a shout out to Bagel World this year for getting for sponsoring our green bagels. It's on Raymond Avenue in Poughkeepsie near Vassar College. If you're ever in the neighborhood and you want to stop by, I'll meet you there. Right, and you can join us for bagels and cream cheese, and we could discuss on how to do a show. Oh, and my green shirt today is also sponsored by my company, Even Steven Bookkeeping. As you see, my logo at on my Jewpino channel is Even Steven Bookkeeping, because I do bookkeeping for a living. And so, what else would you like to know about the show? I'm an Irish Jew. My mother was actually born in Dublin. My grandfather's buried at the Jewish cemetery in Ireland. He passed away kind of early. So shout out to Samuel Jacob Lewis, who's still in Dublin. Right? He's having a nice time. And what? I'm getting advice from the peanut gallery in the background. What did you have to say?
Don't chew while you're eating.
Oh, don't don't talk while I'm chewing. Okay, I'm pouring my yearly shot. It's a double shot this year for double the fun. So, I'd like to give a shout out to the 99-cent store for my double shot glass. Right, and the double shot glass it's green. The only reason why I took this one this year because it's green for Ireland, and it's got a picture of a skull for Dios de los Muertos, and it reminded me of my grandfather. I don't know why, maybe because he's buried in Ireland, but that's my talking skeleton. You know what? I'm looking at the camera, and it looks like the skeleton's talking. All right, but instead of me. All right, so this is it's kind of strong. Whiskey is kind of strong, but this is a more mild whiskey. It goes down a little smoother. It doesn't burn when it goes down. So, and I'm glad I'm Irish because I get to drink my Jameson whiskey. And if I ever get back to Ireland, that's what I'm going to sit down and do. Have a pint of Guinness with a shot of Jameson in it. I call it a Boilermaker. What would you call it when you put a shot of whiskey in your beer? Okay, so we want to do l'chaim, do a l'chaim for everybody, and we hope you have a long, healthy life for the next year till we see you in next St. Patrick's Day. And maybe we'll go down and what would St. Patrick's do for the Jewish people? Would he chase out the snakes? What is St. Patrick good for? The peanut gallery might know, but what's your advice?
Good for leprechaun.
Oh, good for leprechauns. St. Patrick's is for leprechauns. But I don't have a leprechaun. So if anybody wants to donate a leprechaun, leave a comment below, and I'll get a hold of you if anybody wants to send me a leprechaun for next St. Patrick's Day. But what I really like to get is a wool sweater from Ireland. They're very famous. So, and they'll keep me warm here up in upstate New York in the town of Poughkeepsie. So, all right, before I keep on talking and telling stories, I'm going to have my shot of whiskey for the year. Oy vey, that was a good shot of whiskey. All right, so what else do we have to talk about? Erin Go Bra, l'chaim, and what else is in Ireland? Oh, if you ever... So next year, if anybody wants to get together, let me know, and we'll try to do a show from St. Patrick's Day in Ireland. And what else do I want that's Irish that to let you know? But so the background of my family is as the story goes, there were Jews in Lithuania, and they wanted to come to America. So they got on the boat back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and on the way to America, the boats had to stop in Ireland to fill up for supplies. So the boat captains ripped them off and told them, "You're in America now." And the Lithuanians, the Jewish Lithuanians who only spoke Yiddish, heard them speaking English on the docks, so they actually thought they were in America, but they were actually in Ireland. So they got off the boat, and they survived there. And that's the only reason why a lot of Jewish people survived through Ireland, because nobody knew they were there. They thought it was a very Catholic country. So that's how my family survived World War II, because they were hiding out. Excuse me. Bless me. Right, they were hiding out in Ireland during World War II, and nobody knew they were there. So then my family kind of continued on, right, for a better life when they realized, second or third generation down, my great-grandparents, my grandparents, and then my mother's family decided to come to America for a better life because my grandfather died very young. So I never got to know him. So I shout out to Samuel Jacob Lewis, who I have, back in Ireland in the cemetery. So one day, if somebody could let me know how he's doing out there, or maybe one day I'll get back to the cemetery. I've got to go visit him to see how his gravestone is, see if it's still up and running. But so what else do you have any? Do you have it? He's not running. Of course, he's lying down in the graves. Okay, so shout out to Yaakov Shmuel. Ben, I don't know what his Ben is. No, it's not Ben Yehuda. I don't know what his Ben name is. Maybe my cousins will let me know. I got to look that one up. But so shout out to my grandfather in Ireland. Shout out to my mother in Chicago, who passed away. Also, my mother's not around any longer either. Out of all our 6 siblings, we only have my Auntie Rocky left. So shout out to Auntie Rocky, right? And who else is still alive? So a lot of my other cousins are still alive. You know, a lot of us are still alive. A lot of us Irish Jews are around, and I want to shout out to. And you know what was very interesting is to watch one of the stories we have is to watch my uncle Ivor get up. He spoke fluent Hebrew, or he could say his prayers at the Torah in Hebrew. He could read Hebrew, but when he was reading Hebrew with an Irish accent, it kind of blew me away. It threw me off. Right, I'm used to hearing American accents. I'm used to hearing Israeli accents. You know, for the Jews from around the world, when you hear a Jew with an English or an Irish accent, it's pretty amazing. So, what? My peanut gallery is throwing advice out at me, trying to give me advice on what to say. But anyway, so I hope you're enjoying the show so far, and I hope you're having a shot with me, right? So I'm going to take another bite of my bagel because it's very delicious. I like these bagels, right?
How come you don't have a corned beef and cabbage?
The peanut gallery had a question of how come we don't have corned beef and cabbage. We do have corned beef and cabbage. It's called kosher corned beef and cabbage. If you went to a kosher deli and asked them for corned beef and to cook the cabbage on the side, then you'd be an Irish Jew. And we eat potatoes too. Potatoes are not milk, not meat. You can eat them with everything. So they're what they call parov. It's not meat. It's not milk. It's in between. All vegetables are parov. Yeah, you understand?
No.
You don't understand?
Don't bother me, I'm busy.
Okay, the peanut gallery's busy eating her corned beef and cabbage. And it's kosher corned beef and cabbage. So, what else do we have to say? It's very, as you know, we still, even though we're Irish, we still keep kosher dietary laws. So we don't eat milk together. We don't eat meat together. Oh, and the other word for whiskey is bronf. So if you ever heard of Seagram 7, right, that's out of Canada. And the people that started the Canadian whiskey, the last name was Bronfman, right? A piece of trivia that I picked up somewhere along the way. And Bronfman means whiskey man, right? Sort of like what jewelry is, right? We have a story in our family that jewelry, it comes from the trinkets the Jews sold on the side of the road, right? And that's why they named it jewelry, because those were the Jewish trinkets, right? And that's why a lot of Jewish people that had to pick up surnames, right? They picked up the surname of whatever trade they were in. So that's why you see a lot of Jewish people named Goldman, Silverman, Pearlman, Diamond, because that's the trade industry they were in. So that's a piece of Jewish trivia, in case you didn't know. And
No, it's not true.
it is true. What do you think they came up with the name Goldman or Silverman? Because that's what they picked up.
Because
Okay.
they saw a piece silver.
Oh,
somewhere.
and another piece of trivia I had for St. Patrick's Day is
Don't bother me.
don't bother you. Be quiet, Peanut Gallery. Okay, the other piece of trivia I had, if you ever wondered how they came up with the name pub, where you used to go drink, like a tavern,
It's like a puppy.
right? In English, England, I think they call them taverns. In Ireland, they call them pubs, right? And the pubs from Ireland were actually shortened from public house.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's short for public house. So before they had newspapers, or people were too poor to buy newspapers, they used to go after working in the fields. They used to come find out what the news was going on at the public house, and they used to sit around drinking pints of beer and Guinness and Jameson and whatever their favorite drink was. That's where they used to go, to the public house, to catch up on all the news.
Mm-hmm.
So that was another piece of interesting trivia, in case you didn't know, in case you're not from Ireland.
No, I know.
Now you know. From the Jew, tell them you learned it from the Jewpino show.
No, I did not learn from you. I learned it
So,
from Siri.
actually, I'm Jewpino because my wife is Filipino and I'm Jewish, right? But my uncle's from Ireland and my mother was Jirish for Jewish and Irish. So that's why we came up with the name Jewpino from my uncle David, who came up with the name Jirish. And then, what else trivia do I have? So that's part of my life. That's part of my little history that I want to leave for my nieces, for my nephews and niece-in-laws and little children's that are now being born in my family, right? In case when I pass away, at least they'll know a little bit of our trivia on where our family came from. We're called Litvox through Ireland. They came. They didn't come from my belly just because I got a big bear belly. Right. Right. Stop laughing. You're making me laugh. You're interrupting the show, the Jewpino show. But so just in case some of my relatives are wondering what our family history was, right? During World War II, there were a couple of name changes. But anyway, if you ever get a DNA test and you found out you're Litvox through Ireland, you probably related to me somehow, right? As we have, my grandmother was number 2 of 12 children. I don't want to give out. I shouldn't give out my family name because then somebody might look me up and steal my identity. Because nowadays people steal identities. But anyway, so if anybody in the future is wondering what our family story is, 2 brothers married 2 sisters. One had a set of 12 kids. One had a set of 15 kids. My grandmother was 2 of the 12, and she had 6 children. So my mother was the middle child. My mother was number 3 of 6, and then she had 3 children, and I'm the middle of the 3 children. So everything runs right down the middle. Okay? Oh, and then Mrs. Jewpino is also, she's number 4 of 7 children. So she's right in the middle. So all us middle children, give a shout out if you want to know. Yeah, shout out to, leave a comment below if you're either like us or give a shout out below if you're a middle child. Let us know if you're an older child or a younger child. But that's why us middle child always wants to get attention, because the youngest child is always spoiled and the oldest child is always the smart one, and us middle child.
The middle child is smart.
The middle child's not always smart. They're always looking for attention, like me. That's why I'm here on the Jewpino channel. That's why I'm here on. That's why I don't like eating and trying to talk on my Jewpino show. So I get all kind of crazy. And
You're crazy anyway.
but that's why we middle child are looking. What am I trying to say? We're looking for attention as being a middle child. And then the other one is we like to know what
I don't look for middle
today, and we just passed the Chinese New Year too. But Chinese New Year, we're in the year of 2026.
And you're a horse.
Year of the horse, but I'm actually born in the year of the tiger, and my who cares? Stop laughing! You're making me laugh on the show. Okay, anyway, this show's running kind of long. It's running at 19 minutes. So I know some of you, if you've lasted this long, thank you for watching, right? I've been bouncing around between 555 and 560 subscribers after, excuse me, after 3 years of doing YouTube. But I am having such a good time doing YouTube that I'm going to keep doing it no matter what, no matter how many. But if you like my show and you like my content, please subscribe. So, please, I'm begging you, please subscribe. We love our subscribers, and we love when they comment, and we love when they post likes on our channel, and they love when they give us dingy dings and ringing the bells. All right. Anyway, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far, we really appreciate your comments. We really like the show. And wait, I'm going to do one more l'chaim. Which, oh, if you want to know what l'chaim means in Spanish. In Spanish, it means salud, right? But the literal translation for l'chaim is to life. It means long life. It means to mabuhay. In Filipino, it's mabuhay. In Jewish, it's l'chaim. It's English is cheers, and Spanish is salud. And do we know any? Oh, if you know how to say cheers in any other language, could you leave it in the comment below?
No.
No? Yes. They can do it. I know they can. I believe in my subscribers. All right. Okay, so I'm going